Hey all, welcome to the first episode of Release Checkpoint, where we dive into what's hot, fresh and strange in the world of gaming. I'm your host, Ray Scarlett, and today we'll tackling one of the most anticipated and most Kojima sequels in recent memory, Death Stranding 2. You know the drill. Babies in jars, ghosts in mods, and mailmen with existential crisis, but this time it comes with a smoother driving, smarter design and a boss fight skip button that might just be my favorite new mechanic of 2025. Let's break it down. Right off the bat, movement and driving are noticeably better. In the first game, vehicles felt like they were constantly battling gravity and the terrain felt like it hated you. But in Death Stranding 2, that is changed. The driving mechanics are tighter, more responsive and surprisingly fun. Even more important, the terrain feels fair. The new surfaces make traversal way more manageable. It still has challenge, but you're not constantly tumbling over every rock like a ragdoll. Finally, it feels like the game respects your time a little more, and that's a big win. Now let's talk about the combat, which feels tighter and more deliberate. Shooting smoother now, aiming is responsive and gunplay has actual weight. It's not trying to be a third-person shooter, but it's definitely not an afterthought anymore. There is also more customization and I love that. Whether it's gear, weapons, vehicles or roads, there's also real room to tweak how you approach missions. And honestly, I'm just getting started, but I'm already looking forward to unlocking more tools and items. That discovery loop is strong here. Customization in Death Stranding 2 feels like Kojima finally leaning into giving players a toolkit instead of a to-do list. Alright, this next part, pick Kojima. There's a button during boss fights that basically says pretend you won. Like what? But also yeah, I kind of love it. It's absurd in the most self-aware way, not in a lazy skip sense, but more like the game knows some players are here for the story, the vibes, the connections, not necessarily the sweaty boss battles. It's Kojima pulling back the curtain and going, hey, you're in control of your experience, and for Death Stranding that somehow fits perfectly. Now visually, Death Stranding 2 is stunning. It's hauntingly beautiful at times, huge vistas, detailed environments and surreal lighting, but here's the catch. Some parts are too sharp, like visually overwhelming. I actually got a little dizzy a few times just from how crisp everything is. It's a weird complaint, I know, but if you've got sensitivity to hyper-realistic textures or high contrast, you might need to tweak those settings. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something to be aware of if you're the type to get sensory fatigue from super high detail environments. What's really keeping me hooked is that sense of discovery. The promise of more gear, more tools, more terrain to master, it's exciting. I already feel way more freedom in how I approach the game. Whether I want to build a zipline highway, coasting with a souped-up truck, or stealth my way through a BT zone, it's my route. The game lets me own that. That paired with the wild Kojima storytelling makes this feel like an experience that evolves the more you play. It's not just a sequel, it's a refinement, and also I kind of can't wait to see what other weird mechanics get thrown at me. If this is the tone we're setting early on, we're in for something unforgettable. So wrapping up this release checkpoint, Death Stranding 2 is weird, wonderful and much more player friendly than the original one. We improved driving, we experienced combat, the customization options, and yes, even the pretend you want boss mechanic all come together to create a strange but surprisingly smooth experience. It's still gonna be divisive. This isn't your typical open world game, but it's smarter now. More fun and way more respectful of your time. If you love the original or bounced off it but liked the concept, I'd say this is worth giving a real shot. And if you're into thoughtful, artsy, high concept games that also let you just vibe, Death Stranding 2 delivers. That's it for this episode of Release Checkpoint. If you enjoyed the breakdown, leave a like, a subscribe and follow me on Twitch. Until next time, stay different in the best way.